Okay, so I made the repair, or the Band-Aid really is what this is, of the can. This is going to be a three-part video. I gave you the first one, which is kind of long, but it's telling you what happened, or why the repair was being made. Second one tells you what happened, and third one I show y'all what I did to try to fix it. All right, so on the bottom of the motorcycle seat, there are these little plastic grommet looking things, and they're made to cushion the bike sitting certain places. Well, I had an extra one that I didn't realize in my bag. There's enough of that old shift lever out that I really can't get a bolt into it. It's just too long, and the bolts I have are too long, and I'd have to have really a very small or very short bolt to do that. I tried several things to try to accomplish that. But then I seen this little rubber grommet, and I'm going to turn this around and show you what I've got. As you can see, it's all back together. I'll explain out the process here. The first thing I did, as I told you, was take this plate here off. I then took these off. The bolt that locks this on, because there's a bolt right over here that locks this pedal on, but it was stripped out in spots, so it wasn't really able to tighten up that well. So when I did, this right here, is a rubber grommet, and it sits right against that foot pedal. With that being said, this foot pedal should not have the room to come off again. It might move a little bit, but it's not going to go anywhere because that grommet right there is going to hold it. If it doesn't hold it, I'll get some of my gasket maker, and I'll glue a couple of washers onto that rubber and let it push into that rubber against that, with that foot pedal, and that's going to keep it on. Now, whether that works or not, who knows? Later date, I can try the screwing a bolt in, drilling and screwing a bolt in to hold it on. But for right now, this should keep me mobile and moving. Will it work for long? I don't know. What I do know is, for those of us that ride, especially if you've got an older bike, there's oftentimes you've got to come up with some ingenuity and some ways to fabricate the things you need to do, because you can't always do what you need to do when you need to do it. Me, I looked up. I got to thank God. I'm going to do that here. I got a job. I prayed to Him. I know there's a lot of people that watch me that don't believe, and I'm sorry for that if you're offended, but I'm not really sorry. I prayed to Him because I've been struggling. I've been fighting so long, trying to get ahead. And I told Him, I said, I know there's something you got for me. You gave me a good head. You gave me good hands. You gave me good work ethic, good skills to use. Lead me where you need me to be, Father. 36 hours later, I got a call from this company, and it is a major company in the U.S. and around the world. And they do make appliances, yes. So this company wanted me to come second shift and be their second shift supervising lead, helping the plant supervisor itself for that shift. I told them yes. They made a very decent, comfortable offer. So that's what I'm doing. Most of my videos will be really late in the morning or before I go to work during the day, or like today when I'm off work, it'll be on Saturday or Sunday for the days I am not working on Saturday or Sunday. But this job allows me enough money to have a survivable wage, which is something most people in the U.S. don't have. You've got a bunch of people that, yes, they can make ends meet, they can live comfortably. You got the rich, they ain't got to worry about anything. The upper middle class are doing okay, they're surviving. The lower middle class and down struggle. In the U.S., for those of you that follow me overseas, there's a thing called a minimum wage, and the oldest and lamest excuse in the book for this is if minimum wage raises, prices will raise too. But what they forget is the last time minimum wage rose was in the early 90s. Since the early 90s, minimum wage in the United States has been $7.25. Anybody making less than $18 to $20 an hour now is living in deep poverty. You're going to have help. You're going to have what people call handouts. And those who are in power are happy giving themselves a raise because the last time they gave themselves a raise, they couldn't live on $275,000 a year. Well, you know what? Try living on what most of us work for. Live on where you've got to decide, what do I pay next week and what do I not pay? What do I have to let go so I can buy my kids dinner? That's a reality for a lot of people in the U.S. I'm not meaning to get on a soapbox, but they don't have a livable wage, and that needs to be fixed drastically. There's a lot in the U.S. right now that needs to be fixed without us worrying about what's going on overseas. But let's hope this works. I'll keep y'all updated. We'll start making more videos. Pretty soon now, I'm going to be able to afford to buy the things that I need to buy so we can start doing these rides, start doing these riding channels, let y'all see some of the beauty of this mountain. And I'll tell you what, I'll show you. Last time y'all seen it, it was during the winter. You could see houses right over there and right over there. And you can't see the mountain here. I've said it before, you can't see the mountain for the trees. Well, the mountain is right over there. But I'm right in the side of at the side of the mountain, right at the foot. So you can't see the mountain for the trees. It's the same thing for you can't see the forest for the trees. But y'all have a great Saturday. Get out and do something. For those of you that's doing it, enjoy Michael. I actually want to see that. I plan on it in the next week or so. Keep the rubber side down. Have a good day.